Good morning. It is 10:44 a.m. It's Thursday, October 24th. And I got a chance to review some of the things that I put out yesterday. And I realized that I didn't speak on something that I'm very passionate about. And I feel like it's necessary in this moment to, I wouldn't necessarily say address anything, but just to kind of put that out into my own little, energetic field, so that when people come close to me in any way, even when it comes to my videos or anything that I may write, you come across anything that I put out there, this is a part of my vibe. This is my vibe. It's never going to change when it comes to that, because I know that it's not wrong. What I can say is this. I think that the relationship between men and women, divine feminine, divine masculine, masculine, feminine, the more dominant energy versus the more docile energy, or what is expected to be the most docile or the more docile energy. That dance is really interesting to me, and it always has been, as I've just kind of like watched people throughout my life, right? With my own experience, without putting too much out there, I have to say that I've never had good luck with men ever. It's never been a good thing for me. They've always come into my life with the intention to use, abuse, slander, do something really bad, break my trust in some kind of way. Uh, you know, and every single time you give them the benefit of the doubt, but they honestly don't deserve it, you know? And that's not for every single man. That's not for every single masculine. That's not for every single masculine energy. Okay? It just means that in general, the way that it seems how people move, in particular men, when it comes to me, I can't speak for any other woman, but I know I'm an honorable woman. I know I'm a respectable woman, and I know that I have come across some very corrupt and just downright dirty motherfuckers in my life. And they have taken the fact that I'm a good woman. They've taken the fact that I have a good heart. They've taken the fact that I'm a certain kind of an individual, taking gender out of it, Pause. I realize that it's all about, the supply. Which host can I find for new supply? And because I am naturally a giver, I'm naturally a nurturer, I'm naturally a person who loves. I will love you before I hate you, right? I care, I'm compassionate, the whole nine. But I attract some of the most toxic people in my life. And that's how I know that when we say that, you are what you attract, that's not always true. That is not always true. Because I'm currently in a situation right now that is not necessarily the result of what a man has done, but what a man was involved in freely. Had absolutely no motive, but chose to, use my energy in a way that was not okay. Okay. And then placing me in a position where I would end up falling prey to people who are worse than them. And so, as much as I don't want to use the word victim, unfortunately, I have to acknowledge that that is a reality that I have had to face over the years, actually, especially the last handful of years. And as I close out my channel and all that stuff, I wouldn't say I'm closing it out. I'm just taking a long break. I need to get away from a lot of the energy that's here because it's very toxic. It's very toxic. And we're just going to go ahead and speak on what's real, as I usually do. That's pretty much what I'm known for. A lot of people who are here on this particular platform, they want to silence me because they know that I'm right. And they know that they've done something that has been very terrible to someone who didn't deserve it. They listened to false rumors. Some of them made up false rumors. Some of them are involved in following me, harassing me, slandering me. Everybody who smiles and says that they're for me is not smiling behind closed doors and not for me behind closed doors. I recognize that having access to me is considered something very special. I never really realized that. It's just been me and my little world. Me and my babies. And people have actually taken some form of action to hinder that relationship as well. People have been trying a lot of different things to cause me to hurt. Basically, they want me to hurt. And I'm like, I'm not hurting. I'm not hurting. But what I can't, and I'm not in denial, and I'm not trying to save face either. I'm just being honest. What you all have done collectively and individually, the choices that you have made against me in the past, will most definitely hinder your life as you move forward. It doesn't matter who you know. It doesn't matter what you have. Because you did what you did to a really good person, and I didn't deserve a lot of the shit that I've been put through over the last few years especially. But what I am going to do, in addition to that video that I said, where I said I was going to address some questions and things like that, was I would also like to make sure that I put out, I'm going to stamp this right now. I'm going to put out a video specifically for the people that I know have had something to do with this situation, so that we all can move on, so that we all can have our peace and our space. Okay? And I think that everybody deserves that, because we all make mistakes. We really do. We all make mistakes. We all fall short, So I keep putting it out there that I'm open to having conversation, but I don't think that that is a possibility. I'm not sure why, but I'm feeling like, you know what, it might be a little difficult, between trust barriers and, just trying to protect your energy. And that's not just for me, that's for other people as well. Lack of having proper mediation, lack of communication, just there's so many different barriers that are in the way of simply just picking up the phone and calling someone and saying, listen, you got a moment? I'd like to talk to you if you got a moment, See, I come from that era. I come from that type of stock, where if you have an issue with someone, you pick up the phone or you get their information, you reach out to some people that they know, whatever the case is, try to get in contact with them, and you resolve it. But you don't build a reputation around slandering someone and exploiting someone and abusing someone. It's okay not to like individuals. I've said that before. It's completely fine. Everybody's personality is not going to mesh. But it's extremely important for each individual, for their livelihood, for their personal growth. I don't even care about reputation and all that. I don't care how embarrassing people may think it is. I don't give a fuck about a reputation. Okay? Be a good person. Do what's right and do right by people. Okay? That's what you do. And if that's considered embarrassing to you, I feel really bad for you too. It's really important that we get to a point where we are willing to point the finger at ourselves and stop pointing the finger at other people. And or you can point the finger with one hand at other people and point one at yourself with the other hand. Include yourself in what it is that you have done. Include your own responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I got a chance to kind of sleep on this a little bit, because it's given me a whole new mind to think about it this morning. You get me? Between bitter exes and fake friends and phony family members and people who don't know me, but they're willing to pay for fake information. You got played with that fake information. Then to lie on me, lie about me, then to take